Welcome to VOD Review, powered by Subway. Let's talk about LCS Week 6. 100 Thieves vs Dignitas. We played the early game pretty bad, honestly.
Yeah.
We should have not go that behind. And then my build was disgusting. And then we kind of came back to the game. And mid to late game, I think we made some decision mistakes on the macro game. And that was our end. That game was winnable, very winnable.
Yeah, it was crazy because like they had Baron control for like literally 10 minutes and like we just kind of like defended it somehow.
Yeah.
So it was actually winnable at the end, but yeah, it was close.
We went 1-3 in the last week of LCS and still made playoffs. Thank you to
Solid.
whoever made that format. Oh, the energy game, we had a really good fight at Drake where I think we went like 4-0. Every team fight afterwards felt pretty smooth because Alan was playing Rakan, Flash on their back line.
Yep.
And we're playing kind of a reset comp with Kai'Sa Viega, so it was like pretty easy to team fight. Also, we outranged them pretty heavily and we got ahead, so like they're just getting annoyed getting spam poked. So yeah, the game was pretty easy. I mostly remember flashing Alan flanked FBI once near Banana Bush.
Yeah.
We killed them, we wiped them there. Then one fight, they stacked Azir and Aphelios on the same pixel, and then they Alan flashed on them both, and they got hit by JCQ at the same time, and the game was instantly over. So, all in all, a good game. I can remember most of the team fights, so it was pretty good.
John, at the end of the energy match in comms, you said,
Guys, we need to be more confident and learn from every game. We can beat everyone, okay?
tell me about that sentiment, especially going into playoffs.
I mean, I don't think we are playing that good, but I don't think also the other teams are that good. So, I don't know. We played against TSM. They were on a winning streak. They played pretty Subway. We play against NRG. They are beating all the top teams, and we beat them. So, I felt like we can beat everyone. It's just up to us. So, that was about it.
Yeah, that was getting me hyped when I heard that.
That was
got
end of
chills.
the game, bro. Why are you getting hyped end of the game? You need to get hyped beginning of the game.
Oh, I'm hyped every game, bro.
End of the game, goosebumps
Good.
on all 5.
On day 3, y'all had a pretty close match against Golden Guardians.
What happened in that game, guys?
We were playing Zeri Rakan, and we just had a completely uninteractive lane.
Okay, yeah, I remember. So like bot lane, we had super good scaling. Chill lane, we had like push for the entire early laning phase. Basically, we probably got like early dragon with that. And then every team fight, like our comp was just super simple. Like we have Azir, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Azir, Zeri, they have to dive us. We just like CC front line. So like we were winning a lot of fights, but then we just kind of threw at the end. To be
The
honest,
game was completely won, and we decided to take a 4v5 fight at mid lane. That's what happened.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty troll.
That was a sad one because the game was pretty much won. I think we played the fights pretty good. You and Quid played the fights pretty good. I was just chilling and then getting the win, and then we made a mistake in the end, and we lost.
2 mistakes in a row.
Yeah,
Baron
we just got
siege,
2
and then the mid lane fight.
mistakes in a row. It's like
Oh yeah,
so
true.
troll because against Golden Guardians, we have the game like 90% won both times, and then we just
Yeah.
like throw at the end. But it's very easy to fix those types of decisions that we're making. So yeah, good game. I was like not that upset about that loss because it felt like we're playing well for like the majority of the game.
And then one tiebreaker match to finish it.
Oh my god,
who's
I
got
walked
that
in
one?
Sivir. Yeah, you got that.
You got that.
I got that? Okay, let me try to remember. Well, the champion picks were getting a bit crazy. And,
What do you mean by that?
well, I mean, there was a Season 1 champion in the bot lane with me, but we made it work. And there was like that fight in bot lane Tribush. That was like
Yeah, I
kind of risky, but close.
yeah. It was good. I think I kited the wrong direction. I ran into the guys who were coming because I was like not really aware about like who was coming to collapse first. But there are some good moments. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
And then like later in the game, I remember we just didn't deal with the Fiora split very well. Like we want to play with our Cassante basically, and we didn't really unlock him properly. So then like a lot of fights were taking like 4v4 where like Peter's late catching the mid wave, so like we have to make just very difficult decisions. But like we actually learned a lot from that loss, but Well, we had Baron at one point in that game, right?
I mean, they were getting.
No, I mean
all-
they're actually getting completely rolled, and then
Yeah.
they caught Quid top,
They-
and then the game completely
Oh.
flipped.
They traded
Yeah.
Herald for 2 turrets on Tristana.
Yeah.
I
Okay, I remember.
was thinking in the game,
Yeah, they-
Tristana just load into the map with Navori and Kraken, and Jay said one item. I was like, yeah, this is completely unlosable, but
Yeah.
we did it again.
2 Barons
Yeah,
disasters
we
in the
did it
weekend.
again.
Obviously not the ideal end, as y'all said, 1-3 to end the season, but y'all made playoffs, 8th place. How do you feel about the end of the regular season?
Regular season just does not matter at all. I, in fact, barely cared about whether we got like started in losers bracket or got a bye because, I mean, it is better to have an extra life because like most teams when they play like the winner eventually of LCS, you know, like it was nice that they had that extra life. But yeah, it's like to win. To get to the next stage, we just have to beat the other team in losers bracket. So it's like, it doesn't feel like that big of a challenge. If we can't overcome it, then we really do deserve to lose, in my opinion. It's like we have to beat the other 7th, 8th place, like, you know, dropped in a losers bracket like situation. So I'm just happy we made playoffs, basically, because we were like I think we're like 1 or 2 games away from not making playoffs. Would have been crazy.
Yeah, I feel the same. If we're gonna win the whole thing, we gotta beat every team. So like, as long as we're in playoffs, we just gotta beat the teams we face. It's that simple.
Peter, I guess I just wanna ask about you've done lower bracket runs before. What comes to mind for you there? I was there with you for the summer 2020.
Yeah, I mean, being in the lower bracket's kind of fun because you feel like, well, it actually is true that every BO5 is like could be your last. So I don't know, it's just enjoyable in my opinion to be under the pressure of like, oh, like this is it. Like this is like every single match is like potentially your last match, so you really have to play with, you know, everything on the line. I only ever did actually one big lower bracket run, which was on TSM 2020, and I thought it's just crazy. It was more rewarding, I guess, when we ended up winning because no one really expects the guys in the lower bracket to like do anything. And you also improve a lot. I think a lot of teams, mainly what I feel like about playoffs is like because you play so many games, a team can get so much better. Like we can get so much better, for example, over the course of just like a week. Because in 1 week we might play 5 really important games that really change our perspective or make us better. And yeah, basically the more matches you play, the better you're going to understand like what you're comfortable with and how to play with your teammates and how to make the best plays. So I like it. I mean, I'm just excited that it's finally playoffs. The regular season has always been kind of meaningless because you could literally get first place in the regular season and then lose playoffs. So who cares?
So at the midseason break on this show, I had you guys look at the standings.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
That one?
Oh
and
my
say if teams were going to end higher or if they were going to end lower. And we're at the end of the regular season, so I
How was
want
it looking?
to revisit that.
Were we wrong on every one, maybe?
Probably.
I think we did pretty good.
Did
No
we think
way.
FlyQuest would be 9th?
Yeah, dude, we set FlyQuest higher. And I think TSM, they stayed the same. They're actually decent seeded
TSM is better seed than us. Straight up.
because they're the best team.
Yeah.
At the midseason point, EG and C9 were tied for first. You said C9 would stay on top and EG would fall lower.
Facts.
Yeah, we were right.
Yeah.
You
You
are
were.
pretty right.
Cloud9 in first and EG in third. You said Golden Guardians would stay around third. They finished
Pretty
the
good.
split in second.
We'll take that close enough.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Wait, why did we say Golden Guards would be third? I would assume we would have thought they would be second place.
Who do we think is gonna be second?
It's a great question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we just entered that one too.
Yeah,
so
we
no
ran it
problem.
down on that one. Golden Guardians is pretty good.
I mean, y'all were talking about like y'all are going to be the ones with the bye. Like, oh, you know, we think we can make that.
Yeah, we were capping.
Yeah.
This was the one with the strongest opinion I think at the time. Dignitas in fourth.
Hell
were-
no.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
not.
y'all were very confident that they would be lower, and
They beat
indeed
us
they were.
twice, by the way.
I know.
That's
they beat
okay,
us
we don't
twice in the same week, yeah.
It's crazy
don't
we
talk
are
about
this
Yes,
cocky.
they ended in 7th, so they were lower.
We were right.
Straight up right again.
TL, y'all didn't offer an opinion at the time. They were tied 4th with Dig. You didn't really say. Y'all were at 6th place, and you said definitely higher.
That was a lie.
I
We were
mean,
joking.
Just
I
debate.
mean, depends. 8 is a higher number than 6.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Super true.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't believe your team will hit higher than 6th place, then something's wrong. But we had unlucky few weeks.
Just straight up unlucky, man.
What can we
Yeah,
do?
It's a luck
some bad
based
coin
game, you
flips.
know.
Yeah,
So at midseason, we had Energy, TSM, and FlyQuest all tied at 7th.
Mm-hmm.
You said Energy would finish higher, which they did at 5th.
Of course.
makes sense.
knew-
Right again.
You didn't say where TSM was going to end up. You just kind of
Don't care about them, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And you said the other strongest opinion outside of the Dig being lower was that Fly was going to be higher.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It is actually absolutely crazy. FlyQuest doesn't
I
make
don't
playoffs.
understand how that happened.
It is wild, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand.
You guys remember when first split Prince and Vikla came? They were like, "Oh, this team is gonna do so well at Worlds." and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like, Vikla was like playing Annie in spring, and he was missing Flash Tibbers, and I started questioning it. I was like,
yeah.
is this guy like already getting debuffed, or like what's going on?
I'm not sure.
Something was off.
Huh. But it is crazy. Wait, who's the other? Oh, Immortals is the other team that didn't make playoffs.
It's actually crazy with they swapped Ayla and Vulcan and look at them now.
Yeah.
It was the complete opposite for Ayla. And
Yeah.
then like they were like trash talking in Twitter
Yeah.
to him.
That's so funny.
And actually a pretty cool story for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But FlyQuest
He
was
should
doing
be
the
so
best with
happy.
Winsome, even like
Yeah.
before Ayla. That's when
Yeah.
FlyQuest
They need
was
Winsome
peaking.
back.
Yeah, ASAP.
Bring Winston back.
And then in 10th at midseason was IMT, where you all said they would stay in 10th.
Who is 10th now? FlyQuest or MT?
I think it's IMT.
IMT.
Right again.
Easy prediction.
Yeah. How do you feel about all those predictions? Y'all hit most of them.
Smurfing.
I just
What can
knew.
I say?
We just know.
I think the only one y'all were like significantly wrong about, well, I guess it was Fly and you guys.
Anomalies, I think, in the league.
Yeah, it's just crazy that Fly is
Yeah.
is 9th and impossible that y'all are 8th.
I think so.
Absolutely
Chilling, bro.
possible.
Moving on from that, y'all will play in first round of playoffs the loser of TL versus NRG. Thoughts on that matchup?
It's not looking good for them, whoever is coming down. That's all I have to say.
Not looking good indeed. But I think we'll probably face NRG.
Why?
Because I think TL's going to beat NRG.
Oh, makes sense.
That's why.
Why do you think they're going to beat NRG?
They're a better team.
Not sure.
I am
I
actually
think
not sure too.
NRG's top side is like better than TL's, but I don't really remember any games.
That might
that
be
they
a
played.
crazy statement.
That's a cool Summit, Pioshik versus Doko
It's-
Contracts.
It's Summit. The guy runs it down like most games,
Yeah,
even
he's
when they
good
win.
when he's trying. But like,
mean,
he's just running
okay.
it down for fun.
True.
Right?
I don't know.
He might run it down, honestly.
I
don't
actually
know.
I think generally like Dokla, Contracts, and Palafox play like pretty solid. So
Yeah, they do. They do.
honestly,
I
both
guess we'll
can
see.
win.
Yeah, both can win. Obviously, I think it's close though. I think like TL's bot lane probably a little better early game, but FPS is a good laner. He'll probably hold it down, and it's close. It's close. My feeling though is like Team Liquid is like not that strong of a team. They just like have strategies where they just completely roll over the game and draft like just like stomp you early game or
Yeah, they just pick Ziggs and you don't know what to do.
yeah or yeah they just pick champs that no one knows how to deal with the tools of because they're a bit off meta, and then yeah, I mean I could be totally wrong, right? Like maybe Team Liquid is actually like really good at playing standard and
Yeah.
they're gonna beat people. But I think in best of 5 teams like that get exposed, and we'll see. That's my prediction is we'll face Team Liquid, but I think Energy could also lose.
Thanks for watching, and shout out to Subway.
Comment down below if you have any questions or topics you want us to discuss next week.